Hi, I'm Jasky here in Perth, Western Australia, and I'm recording this video because I want to document my entire journey of trying to learn the one skill that I find the most difficult in the entire world, and that is the art and skill of stand-up comedy. I'm completely unqualified to do this. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I've never done it before. I am a business person. I've been running my own business for many years. Now, I don't know where this journey goes. I don't know how it's going to unfold. So you're going to find out as I do. So come along, join me. Let's see where it goes. All right, so we're on our way. This is going to be a interesting few hours. The plan is we're heading towards, well, look, basically I wanted to find a location where there's going to be a lot of people. So we're heading towards a farmer's market, Subiaco farmer's market. You know, typically whenever you try whatever venture you have, whatever project you have, there's something that's fearful, that, you know, that discomfort zone which stops you. You know, as I got thinking, I was like, with stand-up comedy, what is the most fearful part of the whole job? It's you're going to stand on stage, and if you're on stage, no one likes what you do, they think it's shit, they're not going to respond. And that is the most uncomfortable, fear-striking, nerve-wracking thing you can do as a stand-up comedian. What I'm going to try and do is just go up to people at random and try and run a stand-up comedy routine. Look, texting and driving is such a massive problem, right? Everyone says, you know, oh, I've only ever texted and driven once. I think that's the problem. If you've only ever done it once, how are you going to get good at it? You know, I text and drive all the freaking time, and I'm so good, I can avoid people while I'm not even looking at the road. That was terrible. So I've got a gym membership like everyone else does, like I'm sure you do.
No, I don't.
But I always wonder, what is the point of the gym? You're going to the gym to literally only get better at going to the gym. Where else am I going to use a burpee? You know, someone's shooting at me, I'm like, oh yeah, avoided the bullet. Oh yeah, caught the bullet. Where the hell else are you going to use this burpee? Anyway, thanks for your... Yeah, cheers, thanks for that. All right, I just got back from this gig, had a shave, just so I'm unrecognizable to myself after that awkward torture of approaching randoms and trying to do stand-up comedy. It's awkward watching it back and seeing myself walking up to randoms and thinking when I'm writing those jokes, I actually had the feeling that, oh man, these are so funny. I'm actually going to be so good. It is something the world hasn't seen. I'm the next best thing to comedy. So yeah, it was awkward. Watching it back is awkward, but the fact that I've done it, you know what? It can, well, I was going to say it can only get easier. I don't think it can get easier, but it probably won't get much more awkward. And I'm still alive, so, you know, fuck it, whatever. We're here backstage at the Comedy Lounge. The show is about to start. I'm here with the rest of the performers. This is how it looks, the green room. My name is Jasky, I'm 31, I'm married, I don't have kids, thank God, and I was born in India, but I lived my entire life here, and I run my own business, and this is the first time I've done stand-up comedy. Now that we got the awkwardness out of the way, because I know when a new comedian comes out, you're all looking at each other like, man, what the fuck is this guy's background? So now that we got that out of the way, I want to begin with the fact that this is the first time I've done stand-up comedy. I wanted to get a bit of advice. So I asked people that have done it before, and I said, what bit of advice can you give me? And this was the best that I got. They said, getting on stage is like going to a nude beach. It's only really hard for the first few seconds. But look, I guess the reason I've got into comedy is the same reason I think people become doctors, just so I can tell other people what I do. And my wife is a doctor. That's why I make that joke, because she doesn't like that. Right? She doesn't like it anytime I say that. So the advantage of being married to a doctor is anytime we have a fight, I just eat an apple. See, I wrote that joke purposely because I wanted to test the intellect of the crowd. I wanted to know if anyone was going to get the joke or I had to go ooh to this level. But at least we're a bit above the ooh level, which is good. So, thank you everyone, thank you very much. So I've just come back from my second stand-up performance, the second time I've done stand-up comedy. And it was much, much worse than the first time. It was actually really, really bad. I forgot what I was going to say halfway through. I basically was rehearsing the order of the joke, and then while I was on stage, I completely forgot what was coming next. I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if I just kind of just blanked out. I don't know what happened. I didn't know what else to do next, so I just skipped to the next part of the joke and then just went through the entire joke. And I knew even while I was delivering it, this is not going to hit because I haven't done the setup. I haven't gone through the whole sequence of the joke. Then I just basically just said stuff to fill up time. It was pretty bad, but at the same time, it was really good. Experiencing that was actually really useful. It didn't crush me. I didn't feel like, oh my God, this is so terrible. It was actually kind of funny. For me, I was a lot more pissed off that I forgot my lines and I couldn't deliver the joke. That's what pissed me off. Not feeling embarrassed, not feeling like I'm being judged. I was literally just crushed. I couldn't deliver my joke. All right, I'm on my way to a gig which is 3 nights before I do my raw comedy set, which is on Thursday, and today is a Monday. I'm heading to a gig which at a location I've never done before, which is called The Court here, which is a gay club. And the only reason I'm recording this is to tell you that I finally have kind of settled on one routine. Initially, I was just sporadically trying all kinds of random stuff, which I'm assuming is the way to go, try bits of this, bits of that. And it always made me nervous, whereas now I've got a bit of a routine. I've got the set about my forehead, then about the Indians not being able to fight and designed to drive Ubers, and then sort of leading into my journey into comedy. So I'm looking forward to Thursday. Thursday is what I've been preparing for in these last 2 weeks. I've had a fair few opportunities just by telling everyone I'm practicing for Thursdays, giving me more stage time, which is awesome, and that is the number one thing that I've tried to get. Good evening. My name is Jasky. I guess judging by the crowd, everyone thought this was the actual court and no one wanted to attend jury duty. Look, I'm at that age where I'm kind of losing my hair, and it doesn't surprise anyone. They're looking at me like, yeah man, we could use your forehead as a rear view mirror. That's how fucking big it is. This is not even a forehead, it's at least a 5 head. Maybe you can relate to me, sir, that's why you're wearing a hat indoors. But for those of you guys, I mean, not both of you, because you both have perfect hairlines, so fuck you both, but for those of us guys that are losing our hair, I'll tell you girls and you back there a bit of a secret. When you start to lose your hair, it affects your confidence. And then women come up to you, and this is the real secret, women come up to you and they ask me, they're like, Jasky, why don't you smile in photos, Jasky? Why don't you smile in photos? And I'll tell you why. The guys that smile in photos are the ones that have a perfect hairline. Because if I smile, the distance between my eyebrow to the top of my hairline is at its maximum. I am at maximum baldness appearance. You can literally land a 4-seater plane on my forehead while I'm smiling. But if I do this, even though I look like I'm contemplating whether I got impregnated, I am at minimum baldness appearance. So for us guys, here's a secret, right? We rather look like we're confused about our sexuality as long as we look like we have some hair. That's me, thank you very much. Righto team, I'm getting ready to leave for my raw comedy which is a comedy competition for young cats, for up-and-coming cats, for shit cats, pretty much. I've done this same routine probably about 5 or 6 times, but today it's like that extra bit of nervous energy where I'm like, kind of like, ooh, thinking of all these negative thoughts and all the negative things that could happen. I don't know why. It's like every other freaking gig I've done. Ready to go. Excited. Let's see how it goes.
All right, so this is the backstage. There we go.
Oh, look at the wrinkles. That's still lame. What's your name?
It's a tight, intimate room here.
Nice to meet you.
Performance tonight.
I'm getting to that age where I'm losing my hair. And I know it doesn't surprise anyone looking at this forehead. You're probably thinking, man, I could use that forehead as my rearview mirror. In fact, this isn't even a forehead. It is at least a 5-head. See, the thing is, I'm trying to scan for guys here and I see everyone with perfect hair and I'm like, fuck you, fuck you. But here's the secret. And I think for women here, I'm going to reveal this secret for you guys. Because I get this question all the time. Jasky, why don't you smile in photos? I don't know why I'm this tall, but Jasky, why don't you smile in photos? And I'll tell you, the guys that smile in photos are the ones with perfect hair. Because if I smile, the distance between my eyebrows to the top of my hairline is at its maximum. I'm at maximum baldness appearance. You can literally land a 4-seater plane on my forehead when I smile. But if I do this, even though I look like I'm contemplating whether I got impregnated, but I'm at minimum baldness appearance. It's the truth. That's the secret, right? Guys are happier to be confused about their sexuality as long as we look like we have hair. How do you top that shit? Even though I've got this criminal, rapist look down pat, seriously, if a victim had to guess what the rapist looked like, I would be the police sketch. No fucking doubt. But even though I've got that down pat, I'm actually Indian. If there was one race of people you wanted to be criminals, it would be Indians. The only crime we commit is cold calling people late at night trying to sell them electricity plans they don't fucking need. Everyone's heard this. Oh, hello, sir. Are you the homeowner? Yes, I am, but you can fuck off. No, please. That's what we do. We're not criminal fucking people. We don't fight. You're not going to see an Indian guy in the UFC unless he's out back doing the taxes. Shall I tell you what Indians are actually good at? We're only good at one thing. And these guys are not listening, they're happy just talking amongst each other. Let's get you on stage. I'm joking. But I know I'm giving you more rays of light. That's how good this fucking reflection is right here. But anyway, there's one thing Indian people are good at. And that is sitting in one place for an extended period of time. That is the one thing we do really well. And that is why Uber is $1 billion business. Truly, that is it. Imagine that first conversation. Well, you want to pay me to sit? That's all I know how to do. You want to give me money to sit in? Sign me up. Just fucking sign me up. So look, I'll give you a very quick background in what where I'm from, what I do. I guess that's what a background is. But I'm a little bit different to most comedians in the fact that I can actually afford my own house. So I have a degree and a business in engineering. And again, that doesn't surprise anyone. If you had to guess what an Indian person would do after Uber, telemarketing, engineering would be the next fucking thing. But the thing is, since I was young, I've always loved performing. I always loved getting on stage. I watched all the comedies from The Delirious to Bring the Pain, Killing Me Softly, to the ones about white people problems. I've seen them all. Right? But the thing was, I couldn't relate to black comedy. I couldn't relate to being black, disadvantaged, oppressed, growing up in the hood, because I'm not black.
Nor could I relate to being depressed, taking illicit drugs, having bizarre sexual encounters, and feeling entitled because I'm not white. The only thing I really know how to do is tell you the truth, and that rubs people the wrong way. And maybe rub is not the right word to lead into this, but I had an interesting conversation with a lesbian couple, and they came up to me and they said, Jasky, how do you view lesbian relationships? And I was honest, I said, in full HD. Widescreen. They said you view them in widescreen. You should see them on your forehead. That's me. Thank you.
But I just wanted to record a update video from last night's gig because it was probably, well, no, not even probably, it was definitely the biggest gig that I've done, having about 150, 200 people in a venue and performing to them was amazing, right? I didn't understand how much fun stand-up can be until last night when you have a room, a great room full of just packed out around the 200 people, everyone just laughing, everyone having a lot of fun, everyone there that's super supportive. It is an incredible, incredible room. And yeah, I actually did really well. Again, it was probably one of my best gigs. It was just non-stop, boom, boom, punchlines, laughs, people just laughing throughout the routine. You know, there are bits which weren't as funny as others, but that's bound to happen. It was the incredible opportunity to have an experience like that, which just inspires me that just incredible fun. Doing this is just incredible fun when you have a room like that. So, anyway, the journey continues, and I will keep y'all posted.